Hi, welcome to the Remote Chief Network. I have breaking news. 2 airline pilots over Arizona claim they were passed by an unidentified flying object while they were at 30,000 feet in the air. CBS Denver reports. Both planes reported the sighting, and now the FAA has released a radio broadcast of this out-of-the-world incident. According to the radio logs, pilots of a Lear jet operated by Phoenix Air, an American Airlines flight, saw objects flying in the opposite direction of the planes on February 24th. In a copy of the conversation with Albuquerque Center Air Traffic Control, it was around 3 p.m. in the afternoon when the first radio logs were sent to the FAA from these pilots saying that they saw a UFO. After the first object passed over what was a Lear jet, the pilot radioed to the nearest control tower asking if anything on radar had passed over him, and they repeated negative. With the Lear jet close encounter still on their minds, the FAA in Albuquerque alerted American Airlines Flight 1095 to keep an eye out for an object that was flying close to their vicinity. Just then, within a few minutes, yes, something just passed over, the pilot reported. I don't know what it was, but it was at least 2,000 or 3,000 feet above us. Yes, it passed right above the top of us. The pilots could not determine if the unidentified object was hovering or actually flying, but the American Airlines pilot can be heard saying the UFO had a big reflection and doubted it was a Google balloon. Other than the brief conversations between the 2 pilots, the controller was unable to identify if there was any other aircraft in the vicinity. FAA's Lynn Lunsford told the New Times, coincidentally, the UFO sightings took place just 500 miles from Roswell, New Mexico. Roswell is home to one of the most famous UFO stories in U.S. history, as a flying saucer allegedly crashed there in 1947. I've been telling my friends and family these types of stories that I've been researching on YouTube, in the deep web, and all different places I can get information, that UFOs have been flying over the sky, and there have been many reports. If you know anything about MUFON, you will see that daily they get almost hundreds of reports of UFOs, and they do investigate them. If you're still skeptical and you don't believe the story, you should watch documentaries and Google Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar was basically a Caltech engineer who was recruited by Edward Teller to work for a logistics company and eventually a base in Groom Lake. Groom Lake was an area south of Area 51, where Bob Lazar was recruited to help back engineer a craft. He said he saw multiple craft, but the one he worked on was small, too small for human beings to be inside. Now, once you Google Bob Lazar, you'll be led to Snoops, where Snoops will discredit him and tell you that he never existed. You can also research on many radio interviews he did, where he tells you that due to him taking people to the test site, he was actually erased from anywhere that he went to work and anywhere that he got his degrees from. This is actually to blacklist him and make him look as someone who is just full of nonsense. Also, if you research Snoops, you'll find out that the leader of Snoops has been indicted for using $90,000 of the company's money for prostitution and other reckless behavior. Now, if you go to Snoops and you think Snoops is the end-all of end-all, then you're obviously someone who believes in monopolies. Basically, Snoops is the only place that can verify anything. If anything's true or not, you go to Snoops, right? That's strange to me. Going to one place to verify all information is a bit odd. I would go to many different places, such as the library, periodicals, documentaries, interviews, and many types of medium and information you can. Even personal accounts, people you interview on your own. You should be able to research on your own and not let one website tell you what is true and not true. Just as businesses are monopolies, you can monopolize the truth, and you can monopolize information. If Snoops is the only place where you go to find out if something is true or not, I question you, and I question how you do your research. Below in the description is the link to the CBS report that I am documenting now, and also a few links about Bob Lazar if you would like to dabble and find out more. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And always follow the Chief for more. And remember, if you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Thank you, and have a great day.